Greetings. This is Attorney Della Welch, and our subject matter today is a petition to set aside order. I may have inadvertently said that the FL 320 form was served blank. That was through inadvertence. That needs to be completed and attached with your papers that you file to have your petition to set aside. If you've already filed it, you'll have to file this as a supplement to your motion to set aside, and file that with the court and serve a copy on the other side and keep a copy for your file. But looking at FL 320, you put your name, your improper, put your street address, your city, your phone number, your email, attorney for, and then you put whether you're petitioner or respondent. And then Superior Court, County of, and indicate Los Angeles, San Bernardino, or Riverside, or whatever court you have. Look up the street address of that court. Mailing address, you can put same. Put the city and the zip code, and you don't need to worry about the branch. And then put petitioner, like if it's Jane Doe, put it in all caps. Respondent, John Doe, put it in all caps. And then put the date in which the hearing is being held on your petition to set aside. And then number 1, restraining order, you don't need to worry about, but unless you have a restraining order. Item 2, child custody, and then you could put under A, I consent to joint legal and physical. You can indicate that. Check the child custody and visitation box. Child support, you can indicate I consent to the following order. Child support according to the mandatory California state guidelines. Spousal support, you can put I consent to. Spousal support according to the state guidelines for spousal support in the state of California. And then you go to the next page, property control. You can put I consent to the following, and you can say what was left out, or you consent to 1/2 of all property, community property going to you. Attorney fees, you can check that. And domestic violence, it doesn't usually apply in these. Any other orders, you ask if there's a quadro or any 401k. And then facts to support, you can put C attached, motion to set aside, and then date it and sign it, and then make sure that's included with the papers you're filing at court, and make sure before you file it that you have a proof of service. You can probably send it through the mail, served on the opposing side, and keep that for the date of the hearing. Remember, you yourself can't do service, but someone over age 18 can, and they can use the FL 335 form to, if they do personal service, to serve them with that information. So this is an important addition, that not only do you need to complete an FL 320 form as if you were filling it out and filled it out the way you wanted to before the mistake was made and you had to do the petition to set aside, but you also need to fill out an FL 150 form, which gives your income and expense information. Now, your courts have self-help centers, and you can make an appointment and they will help you fill out FL 320 and FL 150, or you can go to a law library. There's one First and Broadway in downtown LA. There's one on Flower Street in Santa Ana. There's one in San Bernardino, and they have a Rutter, Reutter group book, and that will show you how to fill out FL 320 and FL 150. Make sure you date it and you sign it, and it's included in any documents that you serve. And it must be served within that 6-month time period from the date of your dissolution. So hopefully this is helpful and you'll be able to get your petition to set aside granted. This will be the end of the recording.